Courtney.
No,
I
cannot pick it up.
I want you to pick it up.
Where did Haley go?
Guys,
Haley.
my light just turned off.
No, like banging, like things moving or falling.
Welcome home, Courtney Buckley.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome once again to Scared and Alone, the only live interactive paranormal investigation anywhere. I'm guessing, I don't really research that, but you are part of the investigation. So put on your headphones, turn up the volume, and start your recordings, because we are now going to be investigating one of the most frightening places I have ever seen. This is the Brae mansion in Sullivan County in upstate New York. As always, joined by our league of paranormal investigators, starting with our very own gentleman psychic. It's Richard-Lael Lillard, ladies and gentlemen. Richard-Lael, how are you?
Fabulous, Dean. How are you, good sir?
Fantastic. I see your canvas is already started.
It is. I have quite a lot planned for tonight.
Oh, tell us. What
well,
are you...
know what? Well, the thing I'm starting with is the house, because let's face it, it is, as you have said, one of the most haunted locations that you have encountered. I believe you said that. Either that or I'm hearing things.
Already?
Which, it could be true. So we're going to start with the house. And then there's a woman that I keep seeing in my mind. There's a woman that is... I thought she was later. And then as I stepped back, I went, no. She's earlier. She's like turn of the century, and she's in a wedding dress. So I'm going to be painting this woman in the wedding dress in front of this house. And then there is my friend Cricket, who is going to be here. She says there's a doll in the house whose name is Nellie. So. We might be encountering that as well.
Fantastic. We'll be getting to that very soon, because also joining us from Anderson, Indiana, it is our very own Paranormal Princess with her haunted doll collection, which will come in very handy tonight. It's Miss Haley Michelle, ladies and gentlemen. Haley, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good. Who do you have lined up beside you this evening?
Well, I wanted to bring a couple dolls on with me, since I did hear about some friends we're going to be meeting. So I have Harmony and I have Cynthia. And I heard you say something about a haunted doll named Nellie. I used to have a haunted doll named Nellie.
No, you do not.
I do. I actually gave her to a friend.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know you gave away your haunted dolls. I thought you just...
I don't usually, but he became very attached to her, and I couldn't take her away from him. So I was like, you know what? I have enough, so I will share.
Wow.
That's just who I am, you know.
Fantastic. Well, that's very sweet of you, Haley. I know Harmony joined us a couple episodes, the last episode.
Yes.
Yeah. It was very instrumental. So we're glad everybody's here again. Tammie Merheb-Chavez. Tammie, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys?
I'm very good. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's going to be fantastic. And
I'm ready.
as always, we have the owners of the place that'll be joining us. It is Andy and Susan Russ. How are you two?
We're good.
Terrific.
We, of course, realize you're not in the house. You're over in New Jersey at the moment. And Courtney is by herself sorting out all her audio problems. So is this a common occurrence in this house? This was built in 1908 from the very architect that did the Dakota Apartments, the home of John Lennon and Yoko Ono, and the Plaza Hotel in just off Central Park in Manhattan. Have other investigations lost audio so quickly in the top of the investigation?
audio, video, and batteries draining very quickly.
Oh no. Okay, so
Any
everybody
battery. So not just
who
phone batteries, but any of your meters, they all tend to get the extra juice taken from that.
Oh, great. So I'm plugging in my phone right now, so I am sure that everyone.
Just in case it goes through the ether, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I know I have a robot vacuum that is now haunted by one of these shows, so I'm sure something is going to go off in the middle of this and try clean in my studio. I don't know. A little background, if you would, Susan, on this house. Give us, you got it in the year 1993, if I remember correctly.
That is correct. Great memory. 1993. My parents bought it. My dad is a cycling coach, and he bought it as a cycling training center. So there was no talk of paranormal or any kind of spirits. They bought it because it's a beautiful house on a nice piece of property that had a motel on the property as well. And as they were restoring it, strange things to happen, and it got to the point where it wasn't a coincidence anymore. So Andy here thought, I think we should get some investigators in and see if there's something going on here.
And Andy, were you already involved in the paranormal world when you got this place?
No, not at all. Matter of fact, we're talking about years ago. It was very difficult to find a paranormal team to come up and investigate. And I hit up a whole bunch of local ones. We finally found a group willing to come up. And they came up and did the first investigation up there. We just wanted to know if it was safe for people to stay there. If the activity was, if it was cool, if it was Casper or was it the poltergeist, And they came up and they said, oh, it's clearly very, very active, but also all the spirits are happy to be there, and it's also a very safe environment.
Oh, good.
So we were happy to hear that. So ever since then, it's been Brae Mansion, very haunted, most haunted bee in America, as we say.
Fantastic. And now we got Courtney Buckley back, and perhaps we have audio. Courtney, can you hear us? And can we hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. That was a lot.
What happened?
I've been sitting. This is the thing. Okay. I've been here since this afternoon. It's been nonstop since this afternoon. I started having experiences at 12:30 this afternoon, but I've been sitting in the same spot. I'm not even touching my phone. I was talking to you guys before the show. Everything was working just fine.
We were all doing a pre-check. Yeah. We heard you fine.
I didn't touch anything. I didn't move anything. I wasn't muted. I could hear all of you guys perfectly fine. And you couldn't hear me. And then when I tried to log out and log back in, it wouldn't connect. And I had to close everything down and then try to rejoin it again. And it's the second you tried to talk to me, it all went away.
Wow.
And everything went crazy.
Okay. I am sure that this is going to be going on because I had earlier done an episode of This Old Haunted House here in the afternoon and also got a tour of the place and some of the mysterious goings on, shall we say. And we are in for a heck of a night because even from doing that show, a lot of my electronics went crazy too. Courtney, why don't we begin? You are now in the parlor and already your meter's going off. Tell us, just give us a little description of the location you're in.
All right. So I'm in the parlor. I have the lights on just because I couldn't deal with it. So I will turn them off when we're ready, but I figure at least you guys can have a tour of the parlor in the light.
Okay.
And I know we've said that I'm alone, but nowhere in this house am I alone because I have friends like this in every room.
What kind of friends?
Oh. You know how I feel about this.
Yeah, we know. Mm-hmm. And we also know that these, much like Haley gets dolls gifted to her from people who are either suspect or terrified of spirited dolls, this place also has many dolls been gifted to them over the years, and they are located on every floor and in odd closets and in the attic.
This one right here is how I feel right now after all that audio drama.
Oh my! What? Who would even make a doll like that? That is
She has a
crazy.
boo-boo.
What?
She has a boo-boo on her head.
So she's permanently screaming for the rest of her eternity?
Yep.
Who? Where's
Me
that?
too.
Who?
Me, I would buy
What
that because
designer?
that's how I feel.
Haley, do you have any doll that is perpetually screaming in pain?
I don't. So if you guys are wanting to get rid of a doll, send it my way. I need to add that to my collection.